And hello everybody and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be discussing the pros and cons of the GoPro 11 and the Osmo Action 3. Now I've had the Osmo Action 3 since it came out. I think I got the first batch of them, so it's been about a little over 4 months, and then I got the GoPro 11 about 2 months ago. Now when the Osmo Action 3 came out, I thought it was the most amazing action camera. It had the touch screen on both sides, ease of use, it had the cool little mounting device that goes underneath the bottom of the camera that you could easily just magnetically snap it off and hook it up to different devices. But then came the one issue I had, was the focusing issue. As most of you already know, you've seen plenty of videos on YouTube. It's not the best focus, but I gave it the benefit of the doubt. I heard they were coming out with a new update. So I waited, and then they came out in December with the newest update where they had the 10-bit color and some other different features, and they're supposed to do the firmware update to help with the focusing issue. In my case, it actually made the camera worse because it was at least a little bit usable before the firmware update, but then after it, it just pretty much now everything is in kind of like a over-sharpened. My face looks over-sharpened, the clothes looked over-sharpened. So the problem was, I was about to go on a trip around the world for a few months, and I needed a good camera, and I had bought 2 Osmo Action 3s, and they both had the exact same problem. I bought them at the same time, both same problems, even with the update, same thing. So the day before I left on my world adventures, I decided to buy the GoPro 11, bought the media mod, bought the Volta, bought everything. Thought it was gonna be great. And the footage on the GoPro is fantastic, but there were still some issues. Now I've been using the GoPro as my main camera on all my adventures here on this world trip so far. And I'm using it right now to film. So it has great quality. So we're gonna go over the pros and cons of both cameras, and then we're gonna do some tests while I'm walking around the ship so you can see actual footage of what it looks like right now after the firmware updates. It's been a couple months and still nothing new. I haven't heard anything. I have contacted DJI. Still no resolution on the 2 cameras just yet, but I'm still trying. So I'm making this video to show you not only the pros and cons, but to show you actual footage of me just walking around the ship indoors and outdoors, and show you the comparison between the GoPro and then the Osmo Action 3. When it comes to the GoPro, on the pros is definitely the quality. The quality has been fantastic. Everything's perfectly in focus. It's just an amazing lens and camera. Now when it comes to the cons that I've noticed over the past 2 months, I've been going to different countries and having issues with is sometimes it has random freezing. I'll be filming and then just notice it just froze up and I have to take the whole thing apart, take the battery out just to reset it. Also, if you're using the Volta and you're using it to charge up to about, let's say 90% or a little bit after, it seems to freeze the camera also. So then I also have to, there's nothing I can do, so I have to take the Volta off, take the media mod off, take the battery out, and restart the whole thing. So that comes a little bit of hassle, especially when you're running between countries, and takes up some time to do. Another issue is overheating. In a lot of the countries I've been to, I've had some issues with overheating. Unless the climate is like perfect with the breeze like it is right now and cool, if it's anything humid or anything remotely hot without humidity, it seems to overheat. Even if the footage is only a couple seconds of a clip or every so often, it just overheats really quickly. So I've had issues with that. Now when it comes to the Osmo Action 3, the con for that, only one I found, would be the quality. The quality of the footage is not great. So that's the only con I have when it comes to the Osmo Action 3. When it comes to the pros of the Osmo Action 3, we got the easy attachments with the magnetic device on the bottom of the camera. The front-facing camera is touchscreen, as is the back side, which is great. The quality of the sound is fantastic. Ease of use is fantastic. Overall, it's a really good camera. I don't have to have a media mod or anything like that to use the microphone. I just plug it into the side, the USB-C, and it works great. So there's so many pros when it comes to the Osmo Action 3. The only thing would be perfect is if I could get the GoPro quality of footage on the Osmo Action 3, and it'd be unbeatable as an action camera and a vlogging camera, which is what I've been using going around these different countries and exploring. So now I'm gonna go ahead and show you some of the clips I made comparison of me walking around the top of the ship and then just going through the hallways indoors and see what you think about the quality. This is a quick test. We're in 4K 60. We're on normal stabilization on both the Action and the GoPro, and we're at linear, no wide angle or anything like that. So how's it look? This is us on top of the boat. A pretty day. So we're on both cameras, 4K 60. They're wide for the GoPro, wide for the Osmo Action. How do we look? We're just upstairs on the top deck. Right now we're on the GoPro 11 and the Action 3. We're on ultra view and super view. And how's it look? Right now we're going down the hall on the ship, and we are on linear or standard D-warp GoPro 11 and Action 3. Right now on the GoPro 11, the Action 3 on basic wide 4K 60, nothing different indoors. And we're using the Ultra View, Super View, GoPro 11, Action 3. So what do you all think about the videos when comparing the GoPro 11 and the Osmo Action 3? Can you tell the difference between the quality of the two cameras? Stabilization on both of them are fantastic, so there's no issue on that. But what do you think about the quality? Leave in the comments what you think, and I will keep you all updated as I hopefully get this Osmo Action 3 resolved.